The development of the skills to help drive your career is in your hands. This video will give you the how and the why to develop your career plan, plus professional and technical skills so that you can accelerate your career growth. If you like this video, then don't forget to hit like and subscribe to keep updated on the new content that we release. My name's Andy Waterhouse. I'm the Presales Coach. Let's get started. Being great at your role today means you need to be a perpetual learner and always apply a growth mindset. The technology industry is always moving and changing, so if you're not changing as well, then you're being left behind. You need to create an environment of continuous learning and improvement. Your knowledge needs to be seen as Darwinian. You need to get out of your comfort zone, adapt, change, and survive. In order to drive continuous learning, then you need to know your starting point and also where you want to get to. Some people have a clear career goal and others just a vague idea of where they want to be. You should create a plan and document your goals in as much detail as possible. It might be a broad statement of direction, or it might have multiple steps and roles. Allocate realistic timeframes to when you'd like each career step. Most people plan up to 5 years ahead, but that call is yours to make. The next step is to assess your current strengths and gaps in relation to the plan. One tool that you can use is SWOT analysis. Take some time to run SWOT analysis against your own skills and plan. Use strengths and weaknesses to assess your skills. Use opportunities and threats to assess the roles that you've thought about. This will help guide you to understand what you need to develop in yourself, but also clarify if the future role that you've planned is really what you want to do. No matter what your career plan looks like, it must include developing your professional skills such as communication skills, planning, time management, etc. But in many respects, the most important skill to develop is confidence, especially if you're in a customer-facing role. Many other skills rely on confidence: presentations, negotiations, and in fact, any personal interactions. Confidence can be built in a number of ways. Building knowledge so that you're sure of your answers. Repetition for things like presentations and demos. But we need to recognize that it's also a state of mind. One trick that I highly recommend is to just assume confidence. It sounds crazy, but it works. Just before you start the conversation, presentation, or whatever interaction, just put on your confident persona. It's just like putting on a suit of armor. You're now the most knowledgeable person in the room, and if you act confident, then you are confident. I've used this trick for many years, especially in front of large audiences, and I know that many pop and film stars use the same approach. Try it, you'll be amazed. The next set of skills you need to develop are communication skills, planning and time management, plus negotiation skills. We are all communicators, but how and when we communicate is important to learn and understand. There are many online courses that can help, and your company may also run communication courses. My simple advice to you is that for any conversational message, consider the 3 critical things that you need the listener or reader to understand. Focus your time and energy on those 3 things. As humans, we tend to forget 80% of what we hear anyway. Those 3 things are what you want them to take away. Time management and planning are closely linked. I'll have a session on that as well, but your time is the one resource you cannot buy or earn more of, and so you need to protect it. Try different ways of categorizing your time and managing what you do. I'll also include in this session developing your mental health skills and mindfulness. Over the last few years, we've created a much better understanding of the challenges of mental health, stress management, and mindfulness. These are as equally important as physical health, and so it has to be part of your professional skills development program. Technical skills are at the heart of a sales engineering role, but they're also clearly important to many other roles. The ability to demonstrate technical competency is crucial to building credibility and trust. I'm not going to provide a list of the technology skills that you need. That should come from the analysis that you've already done about your career path. But I do want to point out that the acquisition of technology skills should never stop. We work in a world where technology moves at pace, and so we need to ensure that if we want to stay relevant, then we need to continue to learn and build new skills. That also means looking at skills in adjacent technology markets. One of the questions that I get regularly is, should I learn coding skills? My view on that is it can really help, not just from a code creation perspective, but also from a methodology and broader tech landscape perspective. The more that you understand the challenges of developers, database admins, network professionals, cloud architects, etc., then the more you'll be able to relate to them and design better solutions. You'll also have a better view of integration technologies. As you focus on continuous growth and your career plan, you need to introduce the concept of a personal development plan. This plan is your roadmap for your ongoing professional development. It should include short-term goals for your day-to-day job, as well as medium or longer-term goals for where you'd like to take your career. Great SEs plan their career goals and then execute on the plan. Developing and keeping your skills up to date does not just have to be about formal training. Watching this video is an example of the fact that you have a growth mindset, and so you should set aside time in your week to always be learning. This could be reading, watching a webinar or an online course, or on-the-job training, but it needs to be classed as priority time that doesn't get rescheduled. Formal training also has a place in the development plan. You should get support from your manager for specific formal training, but really well-structured plans combine on-the-job training, reading, and self-paced courses as well. Discussing the PDP with your manager is a great opportunity to make sure they know your career aspirations. However, don't assume that your manager will do everything for you. You own the plan. Your manager should also know if there's an individual training budget that you can use for courses and books. Maximize the use of the budget. It's there to be used. You might also get training discounts available through your employer. Another option is to ask your manager for team training on certain topics. I'm a big believer in doing regular team training so that we learn from each other or learn together with specific training. This could be 2 hours a week on a team call, a book club to review specific chapters of a book, or a regular team lunch and learns. The key is always be learning something new. Make it a habit, weekly and monthly. Set a goal to read a book every month, then every 2 weeks, then every week. Your future self will thank you. One final point to consider is the use of mentors. I strongly recommend that you try to find a mentor that can help you drive your career. They should be independent from your work reporting line so that they can provide completely impartial advice. Your personal development is a journey that requires intention and dedication. By assessing your current skill set, focusing on professional and technical skills, and employing effective strategies for skills acquisition, you'll position yourself for continuous growth and success. But remember, any journey needs a destination, and you need to consider where your journey will take you. If you liked this video, then hit like and subscribe to keep updated on the new content that we release. And why not subscribe to our newsletter for updates on what's happening, plus hints and tips about Presales. Links are in the video description. And feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below as well. Until the next time, I'm Andy Waterhouse. I'm the Presales coach. Thanks for watching.